All right. So today we're going to be doing a video on running this EG4 12,000 BTU direct solar input hybrid 22 seer mini split 120 volt AC. We are doing a video on running that as a 24 volt battery bank. Using these WattCycles, two 12 volt, 280 amp hours in series to make 24 volts. If you have anything that you'd like me to test on my system, inverters, batteries, charge controllers, whatever, you can contact me. I put a contact in my description of DIYSolarGuy1 at gmail.com, and you can contact me and send me products, and I will test those for you and give you reviews on those. So anyways, getting back to this, actually WattCycle had contacted me and sent me the first battery, and I liked it so much I bought the second one to test out for a 24 volt system. So, and it was pretty cheap when they were selling these a couple months ago. They were $550. I got this one on a 4th of July sale or something, like $404 out the door delivered. So that's like 3 batteries, 3 12 volt 100 amp hour batteries. So been testing this thing, and these things are awesome. They come with a really nice amp that is easy to install and easy to use. So it recognizes both of those batteries. If I tap on this one, I can pull up the information on it. Right now it's being charged. It's at 88% state of charge, 29.4 amps coming in, 394.5 watts, and it's at 13.5 volts. And then if I go and look at the other battery that's in series, it is 94% state of charge, 30.6 amps, 414.8 watts, and a 13.5 volt. So, oops, didn't want to turn the charging off. Anyways, I really like the app with this thing, and I've done videos on this, and this is being included in this one. I'm using the BougeRV charge controller. It's a 12, 24, 36, or 48 volt charge controller, self-sensing, so you don't have to change it, but you can change the battery on those things, and you can go into the app on that. I'm just starting to get to the point where I'm putting in the stuff on Amazon where I purchase this stuff in case you ever want to try it or buy it. Let's see, I gotta hang on just a sec. I gotta connect to there we go. There we go. And it should connect. There we go. So the solar input is 105.1 MPPT. It's bringing in 29.57 amps, 27 volts on the battery, 790 watts coming in to charge the batteries off that BougeRV. That's their app. So, and then you can go down here, and I don't have anything on there, I don't think yet, but you can go into the settings. There's some stuff. There's some graphs you can look at, different days and stuff like that, but pretty nice. Anyways, we've been trying to run that EG4 mini split overnight on dry mode, and it keeps my garage on dry mode at 78 degrees, even though it's 113 degrees yesterday, 114 today. It's keeping my garage at 78 degrees. In the morning, I come out at 78 degrees. I can keep it cooler than that during the day because it's direct solar input, and I have 1,200 watts, and it's like less than 800 watts it actually consumes on turbo on 61 degrees. So it does really well keeping my garage nice and cool, and especially when the wife pulls in with a hot car, it'll cool down the car real quick, and still, before I go to bed at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, it'll be 78 degrees in the garage, and it keeps it that way. That's pretty nice when it's 114 degrees still out. So anyways, we can run that overnight. We trap our batteries down with the two of them in series for 24 volts, down to about 45, 50%. The problem is charging it back up again with the BougeRV. We can only hook up 1200 watts of solar, and we're only getting in 30 amps. So if we drop this down to 50%, that's 140 amp hours, 140 amp hours. That's 280 amp hours. At 30 amps, that's going to take me 6 hours of charging at 30 amps. That means I can't be using anything, so I can't even have the off-grid inverter, the EG4 plugged into that inverter. So the 24 volt BougeRV is not going to cut it for us because you can only get 1200 watts input. So we're going to end up going with this. I've got 4 of these. This is what I started out with 5 years ago. Used them for 2 years. They work pretty good. Couple of glitches, but they're only 120 volt output. You can't do split phase like the EG4s, where I can do split phase, and I can actually connect 12 inverters. Right now I have 6 on the wall that are connected. Those last 2 are not connected. They're just hanging on the wall. But that's only giving me 30 amps at 24 volts. This will give me 60 to 80 amps. I can connect 3,000 watts, as where I can only connect 1,200 watts with that. And this will give me 2,400 watts output at 120 volts. So we'll connect that up. We'll put a breaker on here, like there. We got our input of the solar, goes through a breaker. The output goes up to the inverter from the solar. And then we'll use one of these Nader 125 amp breakers that'll go in between our battery on the positive cable. And that'll go in there. And then before we put it in the positive over here, we will have that breaker so we can turn the battery off. So, and we're not going to use AC input, but it's pure sine wave output. So we'll have the line, neutral, and then our ground right here. Positive and negative on your battery, positive and negative on your solar. Then we have a communication port down here, USB port, and then we have a dry contact down there. We have a reset button here. So we'll use this one. This will probably work well for us. So you could probably get away with using one of these. I would suggest the EG4. I like that product much better, but as far as I know, where I buy my products from, I can't get a 24 volt. They're just 48 volt on those. So since I have 4 of these laying around, we're going to go with this. But we'll be able to run that mini split like we are right now on 61 degrees turbo on high, and move that down a little bit to cool that car off a little bit quicker. We can run this on high during the day and then on dry mode at night, and it's 78 degrees in the garage 24 hours, 78 degrees or lower, 24 hours a day. So right now we're close to 76 degrees in the garage, and it's probably, let's see, 111 degrees out right now. So pretty hot. I didn't think it would be able to use 24 volt system, but I think with this we're going to be just fine. So we'll be able to use that. So if you're thinking about that, you can use that thing for up to 600 square feet. And this garage is a 3-car tandem. It's about 600 square feet. So it keeps this at 78 degrees, even with this putting out heat and everything, and the freezers and the refrigerator. I got 3 freezers and a refrigerator. They're all putting out heat. All these inverters are putting out heat, and it keeps it, right now it's 76 degrees. So, but like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have any inverters, batteries, charge controllers, anything to do with off-grid solar panels, and you'd like me to test them out, we run our 3.5, right now we're running our 3.5 ton upstairs air conditioner on our 2450 square foot house, our 4 ton downstairs air conditioner on our 2450 square house. We're air conditioning our garage right now, but that's not using that. That's just using that direct input. Right now, that's using 800 watts, but it's separate from this system. And then we're running our pool pump on 3,200 RPMs right now, along with these 3 freezers and fridge. So we have a freezer fridge combo outside that we store sodas and beverages in. So we do quite a bit. And we're at 50, 58%, 60%, 56, 52, 52, and this is usually about 48. So we're right around 50% of our output. So I don't run my systems real hard. I like to keep them at right around 50% if I can. They'll last longer, and they get up to 100% or 90%. They're going to put out a lot of heat. This will give me 2,400 watts of output, and like I said, that's only like 790, 800 watts that it's using when it's using the solar panels. When it's using between the battery and the solar panels, still it only pulls like maybe 300 watts out of the battery. It'll go up a little bit higher, closer to like 900 and some watts, but not a big deal. This thing can put out 2,400 watts. So anyways, we're going to do that experiment the next time. Get these batteries charged up in another 2 hours, tear this stuff off the wall, put this inverter on, put the breakers on the wall, wire it up, and we'll do the next video on that. So if you have any questions, comments, anything, I'm starting to put all my stuff that I buy where I buy it from, especially Amazon. I'm starting with Amazon. So if you'd like to buy this product, you'll have a link that you can go to in the descriptions. So please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will see you in the next video. Hope you have a truly wonderful and extremely blessed day.